The question is, what does your dog think happened? Your dog's at your house. Maybe there's a little bit of territorial behavior when somebody comes up to your door. But then your dog, we know your dog's not super, your dog's a little insecure, right? Not super confident dude. In his own home, behind his own door, when the Amazon guy comes, though, he's freaking King Kong, right? Like he's just the shit. And so here's what's happened with that. Every time the Amazon guy comes to your door and your dog is in the other part of the house and they come bombing at the door, and they hit the door, bam, and the Amazon guy puts the package down, turns around, walks back to his truck, goes to the next house. The question is not what happened. The question is, what does your dog think happened? Well, your dog charged the door with forward aggression, slammed into the door, would have probably bitten the guy if he had the chance. And then the guy turns around and leaves. Your dog literally thinks that he ran him off. But we know your dog's naturally a little bit insecure. You take him to a new environment and you see it. You see him be like, I'm a little weirded out around here. We see it all the time. Dogs that have bitten people, dogs that charge doors, bust windows, do all the things. The day that they walk into our facility, they walk in through that front door, you watch them become insecure. They walk through the door with their owners, right? And then you watch that insecurity take over and their tail drops and their head starts to lower. And there's nothing going on. There's nothing else in the room except me and another person sitting in a chair. There's no dogs, but they can smell the dogs and they can hear the dogs outside. And it's a new environment and it's kind of weird and it's a little scary. And you watch that insecurity start to wash over them. Oftentimes, you don't see it right then, but once the owners leave, we see the insecurity. Right? So what does that tell us? That all of their insecurity was covered up by their relationship with their owner. So they believe that when their owner is here, that they are Billy Badass, they take care of all problems, and their owner is weak and needs to be cared for. Therefore, they have stepped into that role, even though they're not actually designed to carry that role. So very often, we call that insecure dominance or insecurity-based aggression.